No, it's the.
Boom.
I'll try to find music that matches that.
I just gave you music.
What's up, F3 the Union? Welcome back to another episode of F3 the State of the Union. So we have with us the Hymn of the Month, Stripper, looking as beautiful as ever. And then we got our host, Shrink, and
What's up,
producer, Jenna, as always. I will just be here for a short segment, and then I'll let these guys have their fun. But thanks for listening. I think we got some really cool stuff to announce. Some pretty cool, exciting things coming down the pipe. So stick around, hang out, have a good time. We'll go ahead and jump right into 29 seconds with Nantan. Disclaimer, I did not practice this.
Even better.
Let me pull it over here. So before you hit that timer, if you've been around long enough, I would hope that you would imagine, or you would come to the conclusion that F3 is not a workout group. It's a leadership group. And so today's 29 seconds with Nantan is just about leadership. So Shrink, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
3,
In 3. Oh, you call it.
2, 1. Leadership is not authority based on position or title you have been given. Rather, leadership is influence based on trust you've earned. You earn the right to lead other people by the trust you build through the way that you have behaved. And you build trust by repeated behavior over time. You earn the right to lead others by behaving in a way that creates credibility. And if you try to exercise authority and don't have a foundation of trust, all you're going to create is resistance and resentment from the people that you're trying to lead.
Wow.
Even time to spare.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I did stumble over a word. It almost got me there. But
Way to lead well and timely.
start on time, end on time.
Extra points for that today. All righty. Before we get into our interview with the one, the only, the Stripper, and our awesome draft and a crossfire that I feel pretty confident about this evening. Before that, we're going to do some announcements to let people know, let the men of the Union know what's coming up over the next 3 days to 3 months or so. In the Union, the first thing is Diaper Dash. We're going 4 dads wide. 4 dads, here they are. Pit Italy, Soft Tissue, Paw Patrol, Dorothy. 4 pops. Expecting a child in the very near future. Bernie's leading this Diaper Dash. I believe we'll be playing some form of basketball. Next, after that, will be the yard flag transfer coming up next Friday. That is next Friday, the 26th. Transferring from Alice to the hands of Beep. So you got to envision there that I said it, but I didn't say it. You beat me out. That's what happened. So like you don't know who it is. Big week next week in the Union. Monday, VPBDQ. That's a Village People birthday Q. VPBDQ on Monday. Tuesday, PT test at the factory on Tuesday. Come for that. Find out if you're going to make the list. I don't even want to mention Baywatch because I think he is overhearing us talk about this and him at this point. So PT test Tuesday, the factory. Wednesday, we got a VQ. I believe it's Bondo. Thursday, we've got a PT test at the Red Zone. Friday, VQ Crop Top. And then Saturday, I've got the queue at the plant. So we'll do something fun. Maybe some football, maybe some wiffle ball, maybe some I don't know, something.
No, we gotta play wiffle ball, dude.
And I've confirmed now the sun is up by 6:30 now. So full sun, big time. We'll have a good time.
Full sun, full send.
Full sun, full send, all out. Let's go. All right. Also, other announcements here. May 4th, the Walk for Life. Contact Deep Dish or Muddy Waters to learn more about the May 4th Walk for Life. Hopefully, they find some way to integrate like the whole like.
5-4 walk 4.
Well, I was thinking like the fourth be with you. Like, also half marathon training. I believe Soccer Mama posted a training plan for that. So if you're interested, get in on that. Or you can be like I plan to be and just show up and see what happens.
I was gonna say, dude, I'm just going for it.
I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna show up and try to run.
If that's your plan, you're not alone. Many of us will
Okay.
injure ourselves.
If you consider that plan, even at this point, you can't train. You can't now.
Yeah,
You're in with
yeah.
us.
No,
You're on our team now.
You gotta commit to the bit,
You're
son.
with us.
Plug May Challenge too. I think there's some teams out there.
I believe there are. The May Challenge begins soon. It probably begins May 1st.
You're right.
Quaker also has the 9x9x9 challenge that he is sponsoring, but Goose is hosting.
Oh no, I'm definitely participating in that.
Oh, 100%.
That's that, and that
100%.
also counts as 1 point towards the fellowship challenge
It does.
because you're having a beer with people.
Oh yeah, it counts multiple, right? You get points for that, and you get points for. I mean, it's just points on points on points at this point. Our last announcement: Summer Nights. The Summer Nights evening workout probably needs a cooler name than Summer Night. That's a little too literal for us here in the Union. But they are, believe it or not, workouts had at night. And we're going to do those for a week. We'll probably do, I don't know, somewhere between 2 or 4, between 2 and 4, not 2 or 4. Maybe we'll do 2 or 4, though. You never know. Last year we did them at the yard. We did one in Mill Valley. And maybe 1 or 2 more that I didn't go to. Be there largely because it's a great way for us to some guys who struggle to get up in the mornings, who maybe don't think they can get up in the mornings. Get them to a workout, get them a sick name, get them really invested in F3, and then they'll come back and they'll never leave. And those have been your F3 The Union announcements. Stripper, man, it is great to chat with you tonight.
What's up, fellas?
It's good to see you.
How are you? It's good to see you, and it's good to be seen.
Wow. Nobody ever asks us how we're doing.
That's just so true, actually. Probably because we yap for 2 hours every single month.
Asked Jen A. I think I asked Jen A when I logged in, and you.
Yeah, we had a nice little conversation.
Good.
Yeah.
I was in the link that you sent to VP in that other chat. I was hanging out there. I was like, why haven't they let me in yet? And then I remembered there was another link sent.
I didn't even know. So okay. Anyways,
links on links, baby. I realized, Stripper, you're really the only person who pronounces Jenna's name correctly because you sound a little like Forrest.
got the twang, the drawl.
Interesting. That's my other nickname is Gump at work. So it's fitting.
Yeah, I was convinced that everyone from Richwood sounded like you until somebody explained to me. They were like, oh no, we're all from Richwood, but only Stripper sounds like that.
Yeah. I don't even know where it comes from. It just kind of worked out that way, you know.
If only we all could I guess we all could just choose an accent. Just pick one.
I mean, yeah, you could. You could do that.
I mean, you can pick not any accent.
So
have you seen the Tom Segura bit?
No.
There's a real mental disorder where you get a fake you get an accent randomly. So there's a woman in Great Britain who has this ailment, and she has a Chinese accent. She doesn't speak Chinese. She's never been to China. So like it's kind of inherently like stereotyping, but like
yeah.
she can't not do it. It's very bizarre.
So are you saying that I have a mental disorder?
I
Is that what you're
mean,
saying?
I was putting 2 and 2 together there.
Is
Yeah.
a southern accent a
It's
mental
all right.
disorder? I'm keen to say no on that. But
Let's see, a disorder where you talk. It's called foreign accent syndrome.
I was close.
Yeah, foreign accent syndrome. I think you have foreign accent syndrome, Stripper.
Well, okay, I'll accept the diagnosis. I
No,
guess.
there's this
You-
weird thing with rural Ohio where like everyone in rural Ohio does legitimately have an accent, which is wild because, we're what, couple hours away from Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I'm sure there's some kind of like anthropological reason for everything with that, but I'm not a scientist. I just play one on TV.
And you play one very well.
Thank you, nurse.
Very well.
Yeah,
All right,
you do
we've
really
got
good at it.
our main man Stripper, and I'm pretty sure he has a fake background there because I struggle to believe anything that beautiful is existing right now. Yeah, what's that behind you?
That's right out the back of my house right there.
Man,
That's what you
this
get
man,
that's what Richwood looks like there. None of
this
those
man lives in a
That's right.
country song.
none of those fake Marysville sunsets.
Is your dog there next to you and your pickup truck in the background?
No, but I got a trampoline, so that's Midwest wealth.
That's a
right there,
good
bro.
start.
That's right.
Midwest royalty.
And I don't even drive a truck. I've got a van.
Oh, what kind of van?
Yeah, a Toyota Sienna.
Yeah, Toyota gang.
The best kind.
It's pretty dope.
The best kind. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Stripper, we're going to chat a bit tonight about you. Get to know you a little bit. You are our hymn of the month. The crowd goes wild right there.
Yes, I am.
That's you. And the best part about you being hymn of the month is these photos that Deep just took of you.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
If anyone listening to this has somehow not seen those photos, you should because they're amazing. Just the discrepancy between the two of them. One of them looks like you could legitimately be modeling the block. And then the other one looks like you might be headed to prison with the block.
I might be able to throw it up. What
It's in
channel is it
Mumble
in?
Chatter.
Mumble chat? Okay.
I mean, the one
Here
where
we
your
are.
arms are crossed over that block, it looks like you were modeling that block. You were like selling the block. You're like, hey, we're selling cinder blocks here with F3. You just carry them around with you, and you look sweet.
For the people at home.
Deep Dish is good at
It's on
his
the big
craft,
screen.
you know?
He really is. And then the other one, yeah, it looks like you may have done some inappropriate things with that block. We also found out that the tank top Stripper's wearing, Jenny, if you can't pull it up, I'll show the people.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, he's got the real thing?
It's up right now, live timing.
Oh, well then. The tank top that he's wearing, tell us about where that tank top came from, sir.
Well, I'm going to plug my sister-in-law's business here. She got a little embroidery business she does. It's called Stitch with Grace. And so for my birthday, she made me a pack of 3 wife beaters and embroidered them. One says stripper, one says F3 with a little red heart, and the other one just says wife beater. So I can't
Oh, God.
wear that in public, you know.
Don't let that one show up in the deposition, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
Went straight to it.
Yeah.
Awesome. A stitch of grace.
Stitched with Grace.
Stitched with grace.
Yeah,
Is her name
I
Grace?
gotta make a delivery. No.
Oh, okay.
It's Janae actually,
Oh.
yeah, I
nice.
gotta make a delivery to Dorothy tomorrow. So I don't know, his wife ordered something, so I'm kind of a delivery guy for F3.
Could definitely drop. Does she have a website or anything? Or
I think she runs it through like Instagram,
Okay. I'll find
and
something and put it
maybe
somewhere.
Facebook.
We'll hook everything
Um,
together.
As all the greats do, right through the gram. All right.
yeah,
Well,
it's like sweaters and stuff.
man. All right. Well,
Yeah,
Stripper, we're gonna roll back all the way to the beginning of your F3 journey. Tell us a bit about how you got EH into F3. Tell us about your first beatdown.
So, Muddy Waters is my brother-in-law, and we do Sunday dinner with the fam every week.
Yeah.
So he got EH like way before it came to Richwood, and kind of told me about it. Uh, but I was not driving to Marysville to do that. So I came to the dock, and he was like, "Hey, I started," and I was like, "Okay." So Tardy and I, well, Tardy's my brother-in-law as well, and so Tardy and I were like, "Yeah, we'll probably go," but it starts raining, gets cold,
Yeah.
probably not going to show up.
Uh-huh.
Well, he held true to his word,
On the
but
not showing up part.
on the not showing up. So we basically showed up at the launch of the dock,
Yeah.
or maybe the beat down before. And my first beat down was Ricky Bobby Qin. It was a Dora
Okay. Who was your partner?
with a Uniball,
Mm.
and we were running much farther than I had run in a really long time. So I think it was like 2/10 of a mile out and back, and it was rough. It was a
Yeah.
rough one, but then I just kept coming back, and that's kind of it. It was just kind of like, well, I might as well. I can't say it's too far. It's like 7 minutes from my house.
No excuses.
I had the excuse. I work every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I get
What do
up
you
at
do the
4
other
o'clock in
4
the
days of the
morning.
week?
Just chase my twins around and whatnot.
Oh boy, what's it?
Chase twins.
You and
I got,
Honey got quite a thing going on then. Have you heard how much Honey works?
yeah.
He works
He's
every
like
other
what,
week.
week on, week off.
Yeah, week
Yeah,
on, week off.
kind of nice.
The two of you could
Yeah.
start a whole side business on your off time.
Yeah, but I'll tell you,
daddy daycare.
changing diapers, that daddy daycare, I could probably handle that.
I mean,
Wouldn't be too bad.
if you wouldn't let this man watch your baby, then who would you let watch your baby?
Right.
If you're not giving your kid to this guy, I don't know what's happening with the world.
Oh.
All right, your name. Where'd your name come from, man?
So first beat down, I had to go. So I have to. If my wife works, I've got a jet at 6:15. So I was like, I gotta go, fellas, and they're like, well, we gotta name you real quick, and they're like, where do you work? And I said, Precision Strip, and they were like, Stripper, and then there we are. So then I get to Sunday dinner with my in-laws, and they're like, what'd they name you? Stripper. And my mother-in-law kind of gave me a pretty good side eye, like, what for? It's like, then I had to explain the thing. I'm basically the only F3 guy who has a name you can't say in church.
I mean, depends on the church.
See, now I'm thinking.
Makes it awkward.
Oh man.
I mean, Uniball's not a great one.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
ideal.
it's not great, but I mean, they make pins, right?
Nothing's touching Stripper.
What
really
sticks out? Yeah, when you hear Stripper, you just think of a fat guy on a pole. So.
That is exactly what I think about. Yes.
The only other one that's has any level of concern. It's not really even concern, but Honey's is just funny to say in public. People just think you're calling a man a pet name.
That they do. Right. So, Stripper, how long have you been doing F3 now?
Since August of last year. So
all right, so like
7, 8 months. That is.
Yeah. So, what have been some changes in life that you've noticed over the past 7 or 8 months?
I mean, I'm used to getting up at 4 every day now, I guess. But I move better. That's the major thing, you know. Getting off the couch was difficult for me, you know. I'm a 280-pound guy, right? So
are you really
280 pounds? Yeah. So,
carry it well, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. I couldn't. I just couldn't get up. I couldn't move well. Getting the kids out of bed, bringing them downstairs, those kind of things. My daily tasks were awful, and now I pick up stuff up off the ground, you know, stuff like that.
Just for fun, probably even now.
Well, you know, maybe not quite for fun, but you know, out of necessity, I guess. There's always something on the ground.
You're telling me you don't put your wife beater on and just say, "Hey, honey, just drop some things on the floor and watch this. I'm about to pick it up so good."
I mean, I can't say those kind of things on the internet. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, hey, to be fair, there's times where you get done with the workout and you can't pick things up off the ground. So it's probably going to be a mixed bag sometimes.
I try to push myself to a point that I'm going to feel pretty good, and I'll feel it. But I try to make sure I can still, you know, use the commode and whatnot. You know.
You know, one of the worst parts of our F3 workouts, to Jenne's point here about get done and can't move, is the timing of them. Because I think we all know when you work out like midday, evening, when you're done working out, you got that pump. You take off the shirt and you're just like, hey, I'm doing all right. But we're doing it now at 6 a.m. Nobody's awake to see it. Your wife isn't around.
Nobody.
You can't just walk around strutting it a little bit. There's nobody to see it. Just you.
No. My wife's, I get home, she's still in bed for like another hour or so. So
well, you gotta
come in,
you gotta start that Instagram up, post morning pics every day. I thought that's what 75 hard was for.
Tell me
them
about
pictures
Quaker.
every day.
Where are those pictures, bro?
Yeah, post the pics, bro.
You aren't even doing it. If the pics aren't posted, you aren't 75 hard, 75 soft.
75 soft, dude.
Get some. Tell him, Stripper. Tell him.
Get it on this.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you're not doing that, then you know, then you're not 75 hardened.
You got him, Stripper.
My guy knows. My guy knows.
I know. Roasting him good. Roasting him good.
All right. Well, speaking of roasting them good, you won an award this year at our F3 Valentine's dinner.
That's right.
Tell the good people about the origin story of this award.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how I got voted to be a Bash Brother. To be really honest with you, I didn't even vote for that one. I didn't even see that one to be voted on.
It was a surprise.
It was a surprise so I'm not 100% certain of the origin story, but I mean, there was a time way back, like in 2009.
This is the story that I'm wanting. Yeah, we're getting there now.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, you know, at a long time ago, in a land not so far away, I upset a fella, and he tried to choke me to death. And last call, I had to kind of step in and, you know, remove the guy's hands from my throat and stuff. So, I mean, looking back on that incident, I mean, we were together in that, but
You sure were.
I don't think that uh, I don't think that my level of inebriation would have allowed me to bash anybody. You know what I'm saying? I was
Weren't too
just
much
along
bastard.
for the ride at that point. But you know,
So how if you
it is what it is.
what are you? You're 280. You're probably like 6'1", 6'2". How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
All right, 6'2", 280. How big was this guy that got you in a headlock then?
It's a great question.
Well, I mean, I was like 220 back then. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
he was a wee little
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, small, real
Yeah,
small.
I was a small guy, and he just kind of caught me off guard, and he just had both hands just, I mean, literally deathlocked
Oh,
around my
this wasn't
throat.
a headlock. This was a strangle grip.
No, this was like I'm gonna kill you
He was coming for you.
kind of vibe there. Yeah, he
Oh
was pretty
wow.
upset.
So what
You
did you
know,
do to
He
make
said
this
he was
man so
pretty
upset,
upset.
Stripper?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, from my perspective, I mean, I was again, I I've been there a while. You know what I'm saying? I think I got to the establishment pretty early.
Uh-huh.
Probably somewhere at the 4 or 5 o'clock range. So
Okay.
you know what I mean? And
So you were
this
a
was
few
like,
soda pops in.
yeah, this was pretty late. Um, and I mean, it was kind of it was a weird situation,
Aren't they
honestly.
always?
Like this guy and his wife are like a friend of a friend, so I had been talking to him earlier in the night, kind of thing, and then I just said the wrong thing, did the wrong thing, whatever. As I walked by, I didn't I didn't do anything crazy, you know, but and then next thing I know, he's got me by the neck,
And you
and
almost
then
cried then.
then the cops showed up, that kind of thing, and
Oh, it escalated.
they wrote me a ticket. I paid $194 fine. You know, it is
Bash
what it is.
Brothers.
Yeah, so I mean, moving forward from there, you know, I guess there were some lessons learned. Whatever.
All right. All right. What is the
Yeah.
lesson learned?
Don't go to stupid places at stupid times and do stupid stuff.
That's a good one right there.
Hey, $200
Yeah,
ain't
but it
bad.
took me a really long time to figure that out, you know.
I mean, 09, that's 15 years ago. You were a
True.
young man back then.
15 years, yeah, it still took me like, I don't know, another 5-6 years to figure that out, you know what I mean? But
Understandable.
I just didn't do the stupid stuff, I guess. Whatever that was, I just tried to maybe avoid doing something to upset somebody. It worked it worked like most of the time.
All right, good. So, Stripper, tell us then, what's F3? What's it mean in your life nowadays?
Man, it's I mean, it's just been awesome for me. You know, I've developed a lot of relationships, things like that. You know, I think as we grow older, you know, we have you know, friends that we lose contact with, those kind of things, or just busy schedules. So it gives me an opportunity to grow new relationships, and you know, gives me some fellowship, things like that with other men. You know, and then you know, past that, it's cool to see the leadership aspect of F3, just everybody stepping up to the plate, those kind of things. It's definitely helped me out there. You know, and then I move better, you know. I mean, that's kind of my goal. I didn't really go into this having any kind of a weight goal or any kind of any kind of crazy goals, just mostly being more fit. So
Now, what I heard was that you were planning a workout built around your namesake. It's going to be called the Stripper's Q, and you were going to teach some, like, if you didn't, like, I assume that you know this now, that pole dancing exercises is a thing.
I didn't know that I was planning that, but I could.
It's what I heard.
Look
It's
into
what I
it
heard.
and see what happens. I mean, we did have one deep dish queued called Stripper's Delight, um, and it was cold. It was cold, and he had us stripping layers till I was bare chested, running
Ooh,
around at Ridgewood Park in the morning. It was kind of weird, and then I couldn't get my clothes back on, uh, because they were soaked. Because I'm a sweat hog, and I had to roll that morning,
sweat
so I
hog.
showed up. Yeah, oh, yeah, bud. And I walk in, my M looks at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I couldn't get my clothes back on." She's like,
What
"Why
do you
did
think
you
I was
have them
doing?
off?"
I was stripping with the
Yeah,
bros.
I was
Isn't it
F3
obvious?
and out here. What are you thinking? And yeah, so I mean, I was just like a block of ice. It was awesome.
Man, did you do the
Yeah.
I don't remember if you did the seesop out there, the polar plunge.
No, no, I work every weekend.
Oh,
So
yeah.
um,
Hmm.
yeah,
My favorite part of the polar plunge was there's a point in time where it was just after we had all plunged in, so we're all still mostly naked, getting dressed, drying off. There are probably 15, 20 of us out there, and it's still 6 in the morning, and this pickup truck just pulls into the parking lot, drives in, drives through the parking lot, sees all of us, turns back out of the parking lot, and drives away. And I was like, "What was that?" And some guy from Richwood goes, he probably thought we were having a fishing contest. Came out and saw we weren't, and headed on back.
oh, that's
He's-
that's great.
He said it so casually, just like, "Oh yeah, guys just sit around looking around. Is there anybody fishing today? Guess we
Yeah,
are."
yeah, could be fish.
And he
There are a
got
bunch of
there
fellas down there.
only to find out it was just some fellers with very few clothes on, hopping in,
Yeah, a bunch of fellas in their underwears jumping in the lake,
hopping in the Richwood Lake.
running around lawless, right?
Always,
That's how we make
always.
our mark. Just do absurd
Maybe
things.
maybe he thought you were noodling. You know what I mean?
Noodling.
Have you ever noodled before?
I have not. No.
Really?
I've got a buddy. Uh, he's like from some southern Ohio, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, so he's like Chillicothe.
Yep.
He calls me up one day. So like you think I mean, he's got like he definitely has a southern accent. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Not much. What are you doing?" He's like, "You'll go to the park with me?" Yeah, sure. Go to the park. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna do some noodling." I was like, "All right." I was like, I'm not sticking my hand in a hole, getting bit by a snapping turtle, right? He was like, "Well, all I need you to do is stand by the bank. If I'm under the water for more than 30 seconds, I need you to come in and get me."
Uh-oh.
And I said, "I can do that, brother." So I stood there holding his shirt, people walking by looking at me funny, and he's in the water working down the bank looking for holes to stick his hand in.
Aren't we all?
Ain't no way. No
Yeah,
way. You'd never catch me doing
yeah.
that, man.
I mean,
Man, but
no. I was like, dude, I'm not losing fingers.
Hey, at least
there's
you got
something
a
human.
Oh,
got a show out of it.
I'm gonna bite you.
There's something human. Something about what it means to be a man, just walking down a bank looking for a hole. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do know what you mean. I can see where you're getting here. I see what you're getting at.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking her up pretty good.
Especially now that you're looking so svelte, you're picking up whatever you want to pick up.
Well, yeah, I pick up stuff and put it back down, all the time.
That's my favorite line so far. I pick up
Yeah.
stuff, I put it back down all the time. all the time. Pick it up, put it down.
Yep.
Whoo, stripper. All right, man. So what's an area of your life where you have been accelerating, an area where you're making some clear progress outside of fitness? And when it comes to being a father, being a husband, being a leader, faith, what stands out to you as an area where you are accelerating right now?
So, well, trying to accelerate, right? I went to school with Alice, but I think he was like a year
Oh,
behind me in school, that kind of
okay.
thing. But I've never spoke to the man
Huh.
before F3. So,
Yeah.
just through that, um, he asked me if I want to do a discipleship uh, deal with him, recruited me in Muddy Waters. So,
Awesome.
um, we we're making an effort. It's been a little rough here this spring with ball and sports and everything for those guys. So, but trying to meet up once a week or a couple times a month. Trying to dig into the Bible a little bit, get to know each other, our stories, those kind of things, and so that's been my spot here lately, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's cool. That's awesome. Um, Likewise, or I guess on the other end of that, perhaps, what is an area where you are trying to pick up some steam, an area where you find yourself struggling, and you are trying to get things moving?
Uh, I think just balancing stuff. I mean, I'm
Mm,
up earlier, things like that, but I'm a little, I hit midday, I get a little tired, things like that. But
yeah.
um, because I'm at home, after I have that luxury, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just trying to I guess mostly, I don't want to say struggling necessarily, but just making sure that as I am going on the fitness journey, that I'm not leaving anything behind
Yeah. Yeah.
or not doing things that I was doing previously. Those kind of things, I think, can be a bit of a struggle to just uh, lose sight of if you're not uh, aware.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly. Yeah. Maintaining balance is always a
Yeah,
challenge, especially as you begin to improve in one area of life. We're limited in how much time, energy we have.
yeah,
And so as one area starts to shift, we got to figure out where that time moves and how we manage all of that.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, as we move towards the end of the interview portion, some things that we always like to ask about. Is there a particular, personal value, passion, direction? Is there anything that sticks out to you in life that is what helps motivate you, helps get you going? Like if you got to boil this down to some of the words of Stripper, what do you believe in about why we do this stuff?
Why we do F3
Listen,
or
I'm trying to tee up whatever you
Speak,
want to
hey,
say
yo,
right now.
speak to the people
so
So
from
you
the
just say
heart.
whatever's on the heart of the Stripper. We want to hear that, man.
uh, I mean the I think the biggest aspect of F3 for me has been the relationship part. That was something. Just before I started F3, I went on a wilderness trip with our church.
Yeah.
Went out there. Deep Dish was on my trip. Tardy was on my trip. That kind of thing. And we were in the wilderness, Canada, for a week.
Hmm.
So I got pretty sick on that trip.
Oh,
So like by day two, like I was pretty well. It was not good, right? Just trying to survive, that kind of thing. So I had to push through that. But coming back, there was 11 of us. and just the relationships I built doing those hard things in 7 days,
Yeah.
was pretty great. So coming into F3 again, I was not sold. I was like, yeah, I'll go. But just meeting the guys and having time with Muddy, I hang out with him once a week, anyways. But getting more time with him and growing my relationship with him has been pretty awesome. Um, I mean that's really uh, uh, what F3 is for me. We just happen to work out before we hang out and chat. I like the rucks
Yeah.
too, right? Like I like the ruck. Gives me opportunity to just talk about stuff, whatever. Um, you know, that's the major thing for me. Just the byproduct is being able to roll over in bed without getting winded.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good good
Yeah.
metric to try to maintain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who runs the hardest workouts that you go to?
I mean, they're all hard for me. They usually involve some level of running,
Mm.
which is kind of my bane.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Honey decided we needed to do murder bunnies for like a half a mile one morning.
Oh.
That was pretty rough. I did not do a half mile worth of murder bunnies. I can tell you that. I carried that block quite a bit. But I don't even know how those guys can make up that much ground doing those things. I mean, Little John and Honey are at the front just,
Hopping along.
but yeah. So that was pretty tough. But yeah, pretty much all of them.
Mm.
I mean, we did Q school this morning. That was that involved all kinds of things. We did some Dora. We did everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
We
cool.
did some things. Turtle Dove the other day had us like he led us in squats and doing squats, and then those like last three he decided we were gonna hold, and
Yeah.
again holding this up, or down.
I mean,
It's quite
body
all
weight
time.
exercises are all relative.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yes.
Looking at you,
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
All right. So you said that you enjoy rucking. What is it about the rucking workouts that you enjoy? What would you say that it is?
Well, I mean, I can talk while I do it, mumble
You can
chatter,
talk when you do it.
that
You
kind
can
of
talk
thing.
when you do it. You think you can probably
Yeah.
talk more because they're not quite as hard,
Oh,
the workouts themselves?
Well, I mean, define hard. You know what I mean? Like,
for some context, Stripper, you're talking to one of the biggest ruck haters out there. So he's gonna
that's all right.
stay on your toes there, brother.
I mean, here's the deal. I mean, if you can walk around at like 300 and some pounds, it's probably a little more difficult. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what?
It all needs scaled. All needs
You know what
scaled.
I add is I
I
talked.
mean,
I talked during
I'm
our.
rucking, I'm like 330. I'm like 330 with my ruck on, and then
It's a lot to move.
if we decide to
I
throw
like
a
it.
coupon, carrying a coupon around, then I mean, I led one at the show where we just partnered up, and one partner, farmer, carried 2 coupons while they had their ruck on,
Mm.
and just traded them back and forth. If they touched the ground, whoever picked them back up had to do 5 squats.
Oh, that's some weight right
I
there.
mean,
What is that?
I was
Like 100
pushing it.
pounds
I
on
was
you
pushing.
already. So yeah, 330 ish, something on there. Wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, 50-pound ruck and then 2 coupons
You're right.
that are
You're right.
whatever.
You're
Yeah.
right. Rucking is
mean-
harder than walking. I'll give you that.
Well, okay.
It's that's fair. But rucking up the stairs, we do the stairs. It's all
Mm-hmm.
right. You don't have to like it,
I agree. It is all right.
but I do.
Hey,
Oh,
shrinks.
now it's all right.
It
Shrinks.
is
You
all
go
right.
from being a rucking hater to it's all right.
It's all right.
What
It's all right.
winning them over slowly but surely.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll lead a
I'll
ruck queue
tell you,
eventually.
come up and ruck with us and just talk to me the whole time because I never shut up.
I'd do
It'll be
that.
fun.
Oh man, what if the three of us got together then at a queue? Wouldn't go up for anybody.
That'd be
Well, you know, at the Valentine's party, Jenna said, you know, I'm gonna try and make it up, like, you know, once a week or something like that.
Oh yeah, I did.
To Richwood.
Uh-oh.
I'm
And then
due. I'm due.
He queued while I was not in town. I was in Wyoming, and I haven't seen him since February.
You know, I got all
And,
my excuses, but no, I
yeah,
real talk, I am due to get up there. So
We said a lot of things during that dinner though. So
yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
I meant that one though. I meant
how
that
much
one.
of that was really true? We said a lot of things. All right. Stripper, if there was one piece of suggestion, one word of advice you would give to guys that are struggling to get back out in the gloom, guys who want to challenge themselves more, what would it be?
Just show up. Like just show up, you know. We have guys, you know, I love to guys, you know, and you know, there's always something, but there can always be something. So just show up. You know, if you can't run, then ruck. We'll pick you up. You know, it's really just a matter of showing up. You'll get better. You know, like I never treat a beat down like anything other than me versus me. So, I mean, maybe a little bit. I'll be like, you know, I think I could match that, right? But, you know, every day I'm just trying to, not even be less fat, just be more mobile as a fat guy. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. It's interesting, right? Because I exist on the other end of the form spectrum. And likewise, I've had to accept, like, I'm a skinny guy. I'm never going to look jacked. I just got to I want to just be able to be skinny, but also, like, you know, occasionally do strong things. That's all I want in life.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I just need to be capable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, because the grass is always greener, right? I'm always like, man, if I was just like, you know, 2+, man, I'd be strong, I'd be big. And I can't wait. My body's just like, nope, you're staying right here, man.
Well, you run too much. You got to start rucking.
There it is.
Maybe that's the answer.
There it is.
Ruck
Maybe
more,
that is.
run less.
Ruck more, run less.
I'll keep that in mind. All right. Well, Stripper, thanks for the interview, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right. Stripper, Jenna, it is time for our draft.
The draft.
So, Stripper, just to update you how this draft works, the snake draft. As our guest, you'll be going first. You'll have the first pick, which means you'll also have the final pick. I think 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You'll make a pick. Jenna will make a pick. I'll make 2 picks. We'll circle it back to you, and then we'll go back through for our final round. You're going to have 3 picks total, and we'll be drafting for sporting events, top sporting events to attend in person.
Top sporting events to attend in person.
Yes. You've got unlimited access to funds. You get unlimited access to travel. If you could attend any sporting event, what would that be? You're going to pick 3. We're going to go round 1, round 2, round 3 of those. You'll pick 1 each round. And once one person takes it, it is off the board.
Yeah, we're I guess to be clear, we're speaking like very broad terms. So not like a specific team against a specific team, but like, an annual championship or something like that.
I mean, I would take a team versus a team.
I
If
mean,
you had,
I
if you
get
had a good one.
You know what? Forget everything I said.
No, if you had a good one,
y'all were gonna do that anyways, so we might as well do it now.
If you're gonna say like Browns versus Bengals, well, cool, man.
I mean, hey, a pick is a pick.
Hey, a pick is a pick.
Let the man have freedom of choice here.
All right. You're right. Listen to nothing either of us said then.
Okay. All right.
Stripper.
Well, this should be great.
Your first pick. What would you be taking?
UFC 300.
Starting out very specific, not just like a fight night, but no, I know, I love it. Who was?
I would have loved to see.
That was one that just happened, right?
Been there.
Was that Gaethje?
Yeah, I love been there when Max Holloway was like, "Get out!
Meet me right here. Meet me right here."
Yeah.
And then they just started throwing haymakers, baby.
Just bombs.
Boom.
Yeah.
Crumbled.
And now my picks feel like inadequate.
Well, mine now feel far superior, but All right, so Stripper wants to go to an event that occurred last weekend.
Hey, yeah.
I mean, you can't roll back the clock, so it's same thing. It doesn't matter if it was a week ago or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, Jenna, what you got?
God, I don't even know where to begin.
Good luck topping that one.
Yeah, I gotta. Criminy, I can't think of any. I mean, this is the first thing that came to my mind was the last time Anderson Silva won a championship because I was a big Silva fan. I don't even remember which one it was. But, oh no, it was he beat the crud out of Chael Sonnen. He wasn't fighting for it; he was defending it.
Oh, this fight was a big deal, right?
Oh, this was the second fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because there was like drama in the first, like, did he actually beat him? Blah blah blah. And it's so funny because like I was a younger UFC fan. I had no idea like how heels worked, and I didn't realize I needed to respect Chael Sonnen as like the greatest heel of all time in selling that fight. Right. So like I was all in on like this dude's just a jerk. I want to see Silva like wreck him, and he did. But then I watched my boy break his leg, so didn't come back from that one.
Yeah, it happens,
It took me about 3.75 seconds to realize that you did not mean the back of someone's foot, and you said how a heel works.
Oh,
I was
like a wrestling heel.
I was like, who's trying to figure out how you use your heel? Huh? This must be a UFC fighting term. And he was just like, yeah, they use their heel so good, and it was got their heel in there.
It was the bad guy.
I also really like how you told Stripper don't do specifics, and then you decided to name a single fighter.
Hey, I'm looking to see if I can get the specific fight number. But yeah, that was like stuck in my head. 148, I guess it was. Man, that's almost exactly in the middle.
Man,
yeah, that was a while ago. That was a while back.
Yeah.
My answers now are going to seem like way too simple now that you've given remarkably detailed answers.
That was the problem I had. I was going to say like the Olympics.
And so was I, and you went with ones in the past even. So now we're doing like historical.
Yeah. We completely flipped the script.
That's kind of what I thought we were doing.
I think this is a good call. It puts Shrink on his heels, so
it sure does.
Stand a better chance here.
I mean,
all right.
Or else I don't want to make up something. Like I don't want to be like, I want to watch Middle Tennessee State play Kentucky Wildcats in the championship NCAA women's basketball next year. Like I couldn't make that up. I mean, so all we got's the past here, fella.
I mean, you could call your shot now.
All
Say,
right.
I
all
want to
right.
go
Yeah,
to
I
the
mean,
national
I
championship
could
next
say
year.
that, and then
All
yeah,
right.
but then
I'm
if it doesn't
going.
happen, I look dumb.
So now we're
No one will
going.
know.
This has become an actual like bar
History
room
thing, yeah.
bar conversation now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Yeah.
2019. 2019 Augusta National Golf Course.
Oh,
Tiger Woods
yeah.
wins the Masters after being away from professional golf
Oh
for
my
a year and a
gosh,
half.
dude. Like the little short docu-series they do on those like make me cry.
Oh, every time.
It's yeah, no,
Every
it's
time.
amazing.
I never heard of her. Who's this?
Tiger Woods? You heard of Tiger
Masters.
Woods.
Does this ring any bells? Jenny, make some bird noises in the background right now. Ready? Hello, friends. Welcome to the Masters. Bob
A
Nance.
tradition like
No.
none other.
No, I missed that line.
I've watched golf in passing by a television before, but I've never
In literal
watched it.
passing. All right, so I'm going
Yeah,
Tiger.
literal.
I'm going 2019. Tiger Woods winning the Masters, and then I'm going Alabama versus Auburn, the Iron Bowl with the kick six return.
Oh, the kick six, bro.
With the kick six, would have loved to have been there to see that happen in real time. It looks like that was 2013. The 2013, the 78th Iron Bowl, Alabama versus Auburn, kick six. Auburn's Chris Davis returns Bama's missed field goal to win the game.
It was elite. That was one of the
Sure
best
was.
moments in all of sports history.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, the whole time everyone's asking, why are you kicking this field goal? What are you doing? They kick it, they lose.
Classic Saban.
Yeah, always. All right, Big J.
You're gonna have to send me a link to that one because I haven't watched football like.
What do you watch, Stripper?
I don't really.
UFC, I know that
I don't even
much.
have cable, man. Like, yeah,
You like golf? Don't never heard of her. Football? What's that?
Like I haven't watched sports like since I think what was it? Oh, I watched the national championship game for college football this year.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And like I was like, oh, but I don't even remember who played in it now.
All right. Well, we may have just found Stripper's next answer there.
Yeah,
That's the only other one you watched.
No, I was gonna go with like just pick a random 90s wouldn't matter 90s NBA championship. I wouldn't care. I'd watch them all. But
anything to watch Jordan. Come on.
Exactly. I was gonna. I mean, MJ,
Yeah.
right? You want to go with his last one, MJ, Bulls versus Jazz. What you want?
yeah, that's the one. You know, with the
Took the words right out of his mouth.
you know, yeah, with the
against Malone and Stockton.
Immaculate Reception. Yeah, I think the Immaculate Reception was in that one, right? You know, where he shot. Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Jenny.
that's
All
what
right.
I'm
You're
going
on
with.
your second
Last
pick.
one.
All right, I do have one. It's the 2015 semi championship for the CFP featuring 12 gauge Cardale Jones taking down Bama. You would think you'd want to see the national championship that year,
No,
but we just slopped Oregon after we killed Alabama. So, no, that's the one to watch.
100% it is. I love that. That's the what's the line? Like 54 yards through the heart of the South.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's
something like that.
When Zeke just ran it up the middle.
Yeah.
Bro, he was gone. Like every play, he was gone.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Cardale was like, "Hey, coach, just give me the ball. Tell the receivers to run that way. I'm gonna throw it real far." And they did.
Saban's like, you can't throw the ball that
and
far.
then the other guys caught it.
Yes. Then the other guy caught it.
That was key. That was
Alright.
key in success.
Yeah.
That I mean, man. Oh, hold up. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Does he have some memorabilia?
Uh-oh.
Speaking of which,
Ooh.
12 gauge himself, son, with a ring.
Cardale.
I had to get that at Giant Eagle afterwards, of course.
The word is that Deep Dish knows him.
I've heard that. My buddy, he's a police officer in Blue Ash, and I guess Cardale there's like an honorary sheriff's deputy, so he'll like be at the firing range practicing. Cardale Jones will just show up and like spend some time there too.
Very cool.
It's dope.
All right, you're going with quite the game. OSU v Bama semifinal CFP. All right, your second pick here, Stripper. What you have for us?
All right, made my second pick.
Oh, you did. You
It's over
skipped
to
the line.
you, confused man.
Yeah.
All right.
This is pick 3. What's your pick? I thought
Yeah, you
had
make-
pick before.
You make 2 picks here.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I'm confused.
You do 2 picks.
Now I'm confused. So we're picking 4?
Yeah, so you started. So
'Cause
we
I
go
already-
down and back. Well, what'd you pick for your
We're
second?
picking 4 things?
What'd you pick for your second? I think you said one maybe out of order, which is
Yeah,
fine.
the Bulls,
Okay, the bull.
Watch them
Okay,
all.
I wasn't sure if that was a real pick or not.
Yeah.
90s
yeah,
Bulls, Bulls Jazz.
90s Bulls.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Bulls, Jazz.
So then you get one
That's your-
more.
That's your second pick. What's your third pick?
My third pick. Boy. I would say I don't really know. But maybe seeing Reggie Jackson smack him homers in the series or whatever would have been pretty sweet.
Reggie Jackson. We're going baseball.
Reggie Jackson smacking
No.
homers.
Reggie Jackson
Smacking homers.
hitting home runs.
Yeah,
I'm
boy.
sure he did
That's right.
that.
Yes, sir.
Dingers, if you will.
That's the thing he did.
I hit dangers.
Dingers,
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Jenna, your third pick, sir.
All right. I can't remember which specific. It was a Summer Olympics in the 40s
Okay.
where Ohio State's own Jesse Owens shows up and completely dismantles the thought process of the Aryan race right in front of the man himself. That's just an amazing historical moment, just all encompassing.
Very much so. Huh. Yeah, it's both historically worth seeing and witnessing, and a feat of athletic prowess also. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick with Olympic style sports. Going with, I can't remember the year. This is probably the 2008 Summer Olympics, I want to say. I think so, yeah. The 2008 Summer Olympics, where our man Michael Phelps, I think he broke literally every record that could possibly have been broken in the world that week.
Was it 12 golds?
I think it was actually 12 million golds that he won.
Sheesh. I didn't know they had that many.
Yeah, he literally just found any record that could be broken and he just broke it. That's what he did.
not even just swimming.
Yeah, he just started finding them.
All of them.
Who has a record for me to break? I'm gonna break it right now. And then he broke them again and again and again and again and again.
Dude
It
was
amazing.
on a hunt.
And he
Get
took
that
that
dog
sick
in him.
picture with Sports Illustrated where his arms out and just gold. medal.
Literally,
all over the man.
someone says Michael Phelps. That is what I picture every time. Is that
Oh yeah,
that shot on
Oh,
SI?
yeah. Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. All right, now I get to try to figure out. what-
Now I'm
what-
like pumped up, man. Like we just talk about some great feats of athleticism. I'm like ready to go.
All right. Give us your recap, Stripper. What were your 3 picks?
I wrote them all down if
UFC
people don't
300?
remember. So Stripper
And
got it.
then,
Yeah.
what was it 98 Bulls
Bulls
in the
Jazz.
finals?
Yep.
Bulls Jazz. And Reggie Jackson smacking them dingers.
Smacking them dangers.
That's
Then
right.
I had UFC 148, Shell Sonnen, Anderson Silva round 2. The 2015 Alabama Ohio State semi-championship for the CFP, and then the Olympics in the 40s featuring Jesse Owens.
All right. I had 2019, the Masters Tigers victory. Round 2. What did I have in round 2?
You had the Iron Bowl.
Yes.
Kick six.
Kick 6 Iron Bowl. And then round 3, Michael Phelps, 08 Summer Olympics, record destroying season. Sick. All right. Well, I don't know about you, Jenna, but I think we both just lost a stripper there.
Sorry, I'm used to. Hey, man, I don't do these things to win. I do it for the love of the game.
Stripper, the last thing we need from you. We need you to settle the next debate we're about to have.
It's sometime in the future.
What's our next segment?
This next segment is known as Crossfire.
Crossfire!
Stripper, you got hit by so many bullets right there, man. I'm so sorry for you,
Yeah,
dude.
but it didn't even hurt though.
Bounced
You
right
got a
off.
single one.
A ruck, so like
Built different, son.
it's no big deal.
Just bounced
Yeah.
right off of him.
Yeah.
All right. This is our next Crossfire segment here. Who is better, the Tooth Fairy or the Easter Bunny? Jenna, you will be defending the Easter Bunny.
What do you mean defending? I'm gonna be attacking with the
Oh,
Easter Bunny.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Me and the Easter
Okay.
Bunny are attacking the Tooth Fairy. That's how it's
All
about to
right,
go
well,
down.
the Tooth Fairy is prepared for your attack. So Stripper, you're going to be the arbiter, the judge, the jury, the executioner. You will decide our victor. Jenna will create some opening arguments. I will have an opening segment. We'll both rebut, and then we'll close, and then you'll decide the winner.
Okay.
All right.
I think I can do that.
All right. We believe in you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in your honor, thank you for your time today. I'm here to put forward the very simple case that the Easter Bunny is dramatically better than the Tooth Fairy in every single way. But really, it comes down to this. Would you rather have $1 or a basket full of candy? Easy. You take candy every time, unless you're diabetic. But you know what? The Easter Bunny adapts. He has a plethora of different options when it comes to his goodies. I have been the recipient of many Easter baskets. Many have involved toys. Big fan of those. The candy's great as well. And then now in my adulthood, it seems the Easter Bunny has grown up with me and provides, some adult beverages throughout the day. So, you know what the Tooth Fairy's given me lately? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now I haven't given her tooth, to be fair. But I only got so many teeth. Mathematically, I have likely 85 years of receiving, miscellaneous appropriated goods from the Easter Bunny. My teeth are long gone. The defense rests.
All right. I would like to put forth that the Tooth Fairy is exceedingly superior to the Easter Bunny in any and every way. The first reason why the Tooth Fairy is superior is because the Tooth Fairy actually cares about you. The Easter Bunny just coming and dropping little eggs wherever they go, and just dropping eggs. The Tooth Fairy, though, comes into your home, comes right into your bed, gently raises the pillow, slides some dollars in, takes a tooth out, saves that tooth forever because they care about you. Tooth Fairy cares. That's number one. Number two reason why the Tooth Fairy is exceedingly superior. The Tooth Fairy teaches children a very important law. The law of reaping and sowing. And that cannot be understated. We must teach our children. Don't just get things for free because you woke up on Sunday morning. No. There's sacrifice involved. If only the Easter Bunny would use the title of their name, Easter. If only they would teach something, but they don't teach anything though. They just give and give and give. The Tooth Fairy, though, that's where you're learning about sacrifice. So I would go as far as saying the Tooth Fairy does a better job at teaching the true meaning of Easter than even the Easter Bunny does. And that's my opening argument, sir.
All right. So we've heard a lot of stuff. Heard a lot of bull. You don't have to do anything. It's bad to give. Even worse to receive. Listen, I'm sorry that nothing's required of you for Easter. You know why nothing's required of you for Easter? Because one being already paid it all. There's a reason for that season. Now, some people say the Easter Bunny may overshadow that individual. Sure. I like to think he's a little accent mark. Everyone knows, at least I would assume so. If they don't, I'm happy to have that conversation with them, the true meaning of the season. But I think we're all tracking here as men. It's not the rabbit. But the rabbit's pretty fun. It's my thoughts. You had something a lot more than nothing had to happen for that, you ungrateful swine. Not to get personal. I hate you.
All right, my defense will be, Jenna makes the point that the Easter Bunny adapts over time. I agree. The Easter Bunny does adapt over time. There's a downside to that. The Easter Bunny changes. Tooth Fairy, you know what you're going to get every damn time. You're never going to get a bad gift from the Tooth Fairy. Not one time. Never once will you look at what the Tooth Fairy left you and go, oh, I really wish that I would have gotten some Starburst and not Skittles. Never once. Never once. You know what to expect. The Tooth Fairy is predictable, reliable. You can count on the Tooth Fairy. And that's my defense. Jenna, closing argument, sir.
I feel like we're having a presidential election here with the Tooth Fairy. My closing argument is this. I do not want the Tooth Fairy anywhere near my children or their bed. At that point, I don't even care about the Easter Bunny. Keep that weird, tooth-obsessed freak out of my house. I'll put the money under my kid's pillow myself, thank you.
Are you resting on that?
That's it. Drop them.
All right. So for the record, I want to make sure everyone knows this. My opponent, Jenna, has resorted to a pure ad hominem attack on the personhood of the Tooth Fairy. And the Tooth Fairy in teeth, I suppose. However, completely overlooking the fact that he is supporting a bunny who carries around a bag full of eggs, which she attempts to give to children. Bunnies don't lay eggs, sir.
Irrelevant,
this is an
Your Honor.
abomination to all things of nature. In summation, the Tooth Fairy teaches children the importance and the value of sacrifice, why consistency and showing up matters, and that there's a natural order to things, and that bunnies don't lay no damn eggs. This is why the Tooth Fairy should have the win.
Wow. All right, well, those are the closing statements, so I have nothing else to say.
Stripper,
except for you're just wrong.
Man, I wish I'd have taken some notes there, because, I mean, we have some pretty valid arguments here. Jen A saying, I'm with you there. I don't want somebody just showing up in my kid's bedroom, just like while they sleep. I don't like that because when they're sleeping, I'm probably sleeping. You know what I mean?
It's a fairy.
So, you know, I got to put a barrier there, right?
It's not a human man.
But,
It's a little fairy.
but then, you know, you got the Easter Bunny over here trying to like overshadow my man's day. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
I know.
Shut up.
I mean, but then again, the Easter Bunny does at times drop off gifts, right? That would point to Jesus.
True.
And the
True.
Tooth Fairy the only thing that we could say, right, is that the Tooth Fairy just drops off money. Never does a Tooth Fairy drop off like, you know, some kind of a message that says, hey, you got to follow this guy. You know what I mean?
I see that you all don't have your children tied on Tooth Fairy money, huh?
So the tithe your Tooth Fairy money. 10%, kid. Come on, that's the minimum.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not making my kids do that because the Tooth Fairy knows I'm not supposed to be in my kid's room when I'm not there. So I'm gonna have to say that Gen A won this.
Oh, this
Plus,
is
you
rigged.
don't like
I knew I would get him
so-
on the creepy Tooth Fairy picture.
This is rigged.
All right, everybody. That is a wrap on another episode. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Stripper, for lending your time, chatting with the guys. Great to get to learn about you some more. Keep doing great things up there in Richwood. Really appreciate you and all your leadership you bring there. Shrink, great job. Gen A, way to push buttons. See y'all. Have a good night.
Peace. Boop, boop, boop.